Hey y'all, so this is kind of a different video for me, but I wanted to talk about a short I posted earlier this week. And this short, it's really cute. It's a really cute story of something that happened to me while I was vending at a show a few weeks ago. I'm going to insert in the video right now so you guys can watch. It's really short. It is a cute story, so here we go. Cutest thing happened today in my booth. I'm standing in my booth. This little girl was walking by with her family and she came over and grabbed one of my throw pillows. So she picks up this pillow. I mean, this kid is maybe like 3, like she's little. She picks up this pillow and she's just like hugging it. She proceeds to just carry it around the booth. And like her mom is like, okay, well, we'll see if we can find something we like, because her mom just did not want to buy her a throw pillow, which is fine. You don't have to want to buy your kid the, biggest thing on the planet. This little girl was literally so attached with the pillow that she just kind of put it on the floor over here and curled up on the floor with it and pretended to take a nap. And like, my heart. Anyway, I can certainly say it's the first time that's ever happened. No one has ever tried to take a nap in my booth before. I love when kids are excited. I love when adults are excited to see my product. As an artist, like, that's what we live for here. Now, the reason I wanted to make this video regarding that short you just watched, because you're like, well, it's not really controversial or anything. No, it's not. And like, I'm not one of those, I don't know, I'm not like a super popular like artist here. Like, I don't have millions of followers or anything, so I can't be like, oh yes, I have so many comments on this. But I found it fascinating that on all of the platforms that I posted this particular short on, because I posted on TikTok, I posted on Instagram, I posted on YouTube Shorts, I received this comment once on each of the platforms, and I do think it's worth noting. Now, first of all, the little girl in the video, the mom did want to buy her something. She just wasn't sure that that was the thing, because here's the thing with little kids. A lot of times they will see something and they will latch onto the first thing they see, even though it might not be the thing that they will actually want in the long run. So as someone who taught for a very long time, and I taught preschool age kids for like over a decade, I know this. So like, my job as an artist, do I want to sell things? Yes, but I want to sell things that you are going to love and the person that you're buying it for is going to love. Like, that's my goal here. And like, if you're ever in a sales position too, you don't want to send people home with something and then end up with an angry customer. Like, I'm sure there are pushy salespeople out there that like, that's what they do. That's not my thing. When I send you home with something, I want you to actually like that something. So I'm going to go by mom's judgment if she says, hey, let's see if we can find something else. What I ended up doing with this, and the little girl, in the end, she really loved this pillow. She pretended to take a nap on the floor. Like, she was really hamming it up because she wanted mom to buy it for her. And in the end, mom was like, you know what? That's the thing you love. Mom bought it for her. I put it in this big pink bag for her. This kid was like grasping the bag. Like, she was glowing. She was super excited about this pillow. I'm so glad mom bought it for her. Here's the thing. The comment that I'm getting, and like I've gotten once on each platform, is, well, did you give it to her for free? And that one kind of baffles me, because here I am, I'm a small business owner, like, I'm hand making each and every thing in my inventory. Like, that throw pillow, I not only designed the fabric for the pillow, but like, I cut fabric out, I interfaced it, I installed that zipper, I serged the edges. Like, the whole thing from beginning to end is me. The money that came from buying the fabric for that, the zipper, the pillow insert, that's my money that comes out of my pocket. And it's not that I want to be like, oh, I'm so stingy, I never give anything away, but I can't actually just randomly give inventory for free. First of all, like, that's asking a lot from me, because some seasons I go to a show every weekend for like 3 months in a row. I see hundreds and thousands of people. If I gave inventory away to every single kid that really wanted something and really loved it, I would legitimately go broke. And I don't actually think I'm exaggerating on that point. This is just how it is. And even if I gave it to every adult that wanted something that was like, it's not on the budget right now, but I'm going to follow you on social media, I would go broke. So here's the thing. I like to make that connection. I like to meet you all, and I feel like any other artist feels the same, but like, we are small shops. I can't afford to do that, unfortunately. And I find it interesting that one little comment, and I don't think anybody meant anything bad by it, and I want to talk about a comment I got later on, but like, if you wouldn't ask Walmart to do that, and like, if you wouldn't expect Walmart to be able to do that, why are you expecting me to be able to do that? Does that make sense? Like, I'm not a millionaire, clearly. Like, do I love what I do? Yes, but as an artist, like, I've got to be able to actually pay for things. And I don't have the budget Walmart does. I don't have a second job, to rely back on. This is it for me. So that's why it's fascinating to me that again, I didn't get this comment a million times, but I got it once on each platform. And to me, that's kind of extraordinary. Like, it's weird that multiple people across multiple platforms thought the same thing. Let's take one step further. I had another person comment on Instagram, and they said something similar, but they said it correctly. They said, you know what? I don't think I could be a small business owner like this, because when I saw something like that and a kid being just that cute, I couldn't help it. I would want to give things away. And I think this is why I couldn't do what you do. This is the cutest story. And it was just like, it was such a nice comment, because they recognized that step, that like, oh my gosh, it would be so cool if you can, but I understand why you can't. And if I was in your position, that would be the hardest thing to not do. Because is it hard for me to not be like, oh my gosh, you want this so bad? Like, yeah, a little bit, because you want to. There's always going to be that fight, but like, you have to actually do what's best for you and what's best for your business. And does that mean that I'm stingy and that I'm not giving? You know what I mean? No, because here's the thing. Do I ever give product away? Yes and no. And when I save my product giveaways for most of the time are if I've got a friend that needs help, if I have a cause that I'm helping support. The small shop community is actually an amazing place. If you follow me over on Facebook, you've seen me do a lot of these auctions before, but we run charity auctions. And the thing is, I would rather save free product for when I have a friend or someone in need that needs money from this, and I can auction product off, not make a cent from it, and make sure this person gets the help they need. And for me, I'd rather save product for that. Does that make sense? And I feel like if I just start randomly giving things away in the booth, then I'm not going to be able to do that, because you do have to actually be conscious of what you're spending. And you could be like, oh, well, it's your product, it's free for you. It's not free for me. Here's the thing. If you are making any sort of product, and I said this before, there is supply costs, okay? So even if you're saying, oh, well, I'll do the labor for free, your supplies cost money. And I know what supplies cost for each item. Do I occasionally give away freebies or something? Yes, but it'll be things that I know that I can afford that are in my budget. I don't go necessarily to my biggest item to be able to give that away. So for someone to say, okay, you should give away a throw pillow. Well, here's the thing. I have very affordable items in my shop. So like when you go to throw pillows, that is actually one of my most expensive items. And maybe that's surprising to you, but based on what I make, it actually makes a ton of sense. Now, the other thing is with giving a pillow away to a 3-year-old is I've got to respect that parent, and that parent might not want their kid to think about coloring on throw pillows in their house. Does that make sense? I want to respect you. If you are coming in my booth with your children, I want to give you enough respect to say, hey, are you okay with this thing coming in your house? Because I don't want to teach your 3-year-old that they can color on pillows, because they might color on the pillow they're supposed to, but they might also color on your really expensive decorator pillows, because they don't make that connection that like, I can color on this one and this one only. They might make the connection that I can color on all of them. We don't want that, okay? So like, don't want to just do that, especially when you're dealing with kids, because you need to make sure it is okay with the parent. For me, a lot of the products I make, are they easy to do? Are they for all ages? Yes, absolutely. Like, my products can be colored by everyone. I have 90-year-olds color my products. I have 50-year-olds. I have 30-year-olds. I have teenagers. You know what I mean? Like, I have everybody. And yes, I have little kids. But you got to be respectful of what people want and what people want in their own life. And like, sometimes a freebie, especially when you're giving something to a kid, is not necessarily being respectful, because you've also got to take a parent into consideration. So that's also a thing that I had to think about. So anyway, just food for thought. I hope you enjoyed the little short though. Like, that little girl, she made my day. She was just so excited. It was a butterfly pillow. It was actually the only one I had. So like, I'm just glad she found it, and she just latched onto this thing like it was the best thing she'd ever seen. I'm so glad Mom and Grandma bought it for her, and I'm so glad they loved it, but I'm glad they were allowed to make that decision and I didn't just force that upon them. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's been nice seeing y'all, and yeah, see you in the next video. Oh, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and let me know what you think. If you were in my position, what would you have done? Or would you have found that decision difficult, like the person that commented on Instagram that like, I could never own a small business? Does that make sense? So let me know in the comments. I would love to know. Thanks, y'all. Bye.